for AM Rail Round 3. And we have Spanish Grand Prix, 17 drivers with us, and we also have the new update where we can see purple sectors. So that's very cool. So hopefully that can come into use in today's quali session. We're on board with Tame at the moment. But we see Phoenix has the purple first sector. So let's go on board with him at the front. Obviously this is only Q1, so the top 9 drivers go through into Q2. So yeah, all drivers just aiming for the top 9 in this session, up to the line. It's Ludwig with a 31.97, currently on provisional top of Q1. Then we have Pablo, who's 9th, the exact same time as Glow and Lozzie in 10th and 11th though. So we'll be looking to improve. Does look like Pablo is improving. Glow and Lozzie, orange on the sectors. We've got Albono isn't too far back either in P12. And he looks like he was improving, but not anymore. As we see Phoenix with the purple sector 1 coming up to the line. And he does go provisional pole. And we have a lot of movement towards the middle. Let's have a look at who went out. We have Albono last place in the end, so a lot of improvement. Lozzie's 16th, and then Compressor 15th, Glow 14th, Kozil took P13, and Pigeon knocks out in Q1, championship leader in P12. It's a terrible qualifying for him. We have Fabianski 11th, and Giorus, the final elimination in P10, unfortunately for him, had the exact same time as P9. So that's unfortunate for Giorus. And then we have Rondo, Matt, Smooth, Aloxian, Pablo, Tyne, Strudel, Ludwig and Phoenix all into Q2. Pigeon, what is he doing? To be honest, I thought it was only top 8 went through because, I don't know, it's different. Damn, Paul. Oh, GRS is actually ahead on Nick Hill's screen. That's crazy. Damn, Rondo was ahead on my screen. I don't know who's going out. Both of them. Just let both of them in at this rate. It's because Rondo's racing. Yeah, Rondo's racing for S25M. I want to let him in. I don't really care who goes in. I've not got a team. I just care about Pigeon, and now he's out, so. So here we go, Q2, and they're all on the soft tyres. GRS did actually manage to make it through. He was actually ahead on Nick Hill's screen. So GRS is into Q2. Unfortunately, Rondo will be out in P10. And that's Phoenix making a bit of a mistake already on his lap. So we'll have a look a bit further on. We have Tyne for the S25M, currently with the purple sector 1. So he's looking good. Looks pretty good through the middle sector as well. But it's actually orange Pablo with the purple middle sector. I don't really know how you can get orange middle sector on your first lap, but he has. And up to the line, 31.8. He takes provisional pole by over 2 tenths. Ludwig second, And then it is a Loxian P3, Pablo 4th, Matt in 5th, Phoenix down in 6th, Giros 7th, Strudel 8th, and then Smooth quite far off the pace. I assume he will be looking to improve that one. So you have Phoenix now with the purple sector 1. Let's see if he can improve. We saw him make a mistake in that first lap. He's improving. Not many people are. Strudel also green in the first 2 sectors as we see tying up to the line again. He does improve slightly. Ludwig and Phoenix improve even more though. 31.63 for Ludwig. Great lap from him. And he is on provisional pole. He is on pole. No provisional about it. He is on pole. Phoenix second, Tyne in P3. Then it's Matt 4th. The APAs of Strudel and Giros in 5th and 6th. Loxian takes P7. Smooth up to P8. And Pablo will start P9 for Maserati. Maserati need the points. I think they're last. Yeah, Maserati lost. Just today's the day. Okay, let's go. 33 laps, which I believe is half the real life race distance. And we're underway. Ludwig and Phoenix both on the soft tyres. Tyne and Matt have gone for mediums. Phoenix having a look into turn 1, wasn't able to make it work, and Tyne is able to get through up to P2. Lovely start from Tyne. We have the Loxian and Pablo battling side by side. Pablo has managed to make a good start up 3 places from his P9 starting position, and Pigeon is up to P10 as well as he takes the runoff. We have Tyne now taking the lead on the medium tyres, and that's Giros off the track. Unfortunately, he's now down to P10, so that's an unfortunate start for him. We've got Ludwig trying to get up the inside. They're going to be 3 wide. Matt backs out of it, but Phoenix tries to go for the move on Matt now, and he goes for a double move on Tyne as well. Unable to make it work. Tyne makes a incredible dive bomb. Wasn't quite able to pull it off, and he's lost even more places. Pablo is flying off the start up to P1 at the moment, and he is going to hold it for now from P9 on the grid as Phoenix now comes through for Minardi. Lovely stuff from Phoenix. Now Ludwig trying to get through. Looks like Glow is going to be our first retirement of the day as he's in the pit lane. We have Pablo onto the grass slightly there, and now Pigeon's up here as well. Lovely start from him, the championship leader of Pigeon. So Ludwig leads. Tyne still good start. P2 on the mediums. Matt is also on the mediums, doing good, as well as Aloxian. And Phoenix has lost quite a few places. Now that's P9 after his early battles for the lead. So we see Aloxian. Can he make a move on Matt? Yes, he can. And Pablo also makes a bit of a mistake there. So Aloxian up into the podium places now. Lovely stuff from him. Got Rondo trying to get on the inside of Smooth, and Phoenix able to capitalise on that battle. Makes a move on Rondo. Rondo trying to come back at him onto the grass, unfortunately. for him, and he's now down to P9. And there's a huge pile up going on here, everyone just rear-ending each other. Kozil unfortunately onto the sand, and now Lozzie also pushed off there into the first corner. Got Fabianski trying to look for a move around the outside, and now we've got Giorus trying to make some progress after his bad start. Albono ends up on the grass and loses a lot of places there. Ludwig has managed to pull a bit of a gap, so that's good for his race. Tyne and Loxian and Matt as well, though, all on the mediums, looking good. As Loxian sets his personal best of the race. Pigeon gets pushed onto the grass slightly there from Smooth. Let's go a bit further back. What we got Fabianski trying to make a move on Compressor. He's showing the outside and he's taking it very nicely. Up to P10 for Fabianski. As Lozzie takes the run off, loses the place to Strudel. We see Giorus onto the grass slightly there as well. So we got Matt trying to make a move for P2. Can he make the move on Tyne? And bit of lag going on there. At least on my screen. Tyne able to stay ahead though. Pigeon also able to get ahead up to the podium places now for Pigeon. After that terrible qualifying, he's managed to make his way through the field and up to P3. Fabianski taking the run off in his battle with Giorus, who got Aloxian. Has lost a few places. He's now down to P8. Might be trying to look for a move on the straight. Pushes Rondo slightly onto the grass. And he backs out of that move on Phoenix. A bit further back we've got Kozil managing to stay ahead of Lozzie in their fights. So we've still got the field pretty close at the moment. Ludwig's managed to pull away. Other than that, everyone all still within a second of each other. So very nice to have it nice and close, basically. Great English from me there. You have Phoenix onto the grass. He loses a few places. Now down to P9. And Fabianski is going to try and make it free wide, but Aloxian defends that one. Further back, Lozzie's managed to get past Kozil for P12. The final points position in AM Royal. So we have Fabianski making a move around the outside and very far around the outside into the runoff. However, does get ahead of Aloxian, so good move from Fabianski. As he pits along with his Maserati teammate and also Ludwig and Phoenix also entering the pit lane. Glow was already in the pit lane. Lozzie and Albono into the pit lane as well. So that now means Pigeon leads this race. Still out on those soft tyres. He's got Matt just behind him though, and Tyne not too far back either on those medium tyres. So I suspect Pigeon will pit this lap, as well as Giorus and Kozil still out on the soft tyres. And Pigeon, unfortunately, wasn't able to make a pit stop there. Matt made the move and unfortunately blocked the pit lane entry for him. Good thing though from Pigeon, he did not make an unsafe pit entry there, otherwise that would have been a penalty for him, and it would have also ruined Matt's race slightly too. We've got Phoenix trying to make a move on Fabianski up the inside into turn 4, and he has managed to make it work up to P11. As we see Ludwig trying to make some progress through the field on his fresh soft tyres. Goes around the outside of Strudel. Has a look up the inside of Aloxian. Bit ambitious though, and unable to make it work, as we see Pigeon is finally in, but he has lost a lot of time to Ludwig. We see Matt and Tyne still out. Rondo also out, and then Ludwig now in P4. And Pigeon's come out all the way in P9. And he's now being passed by his teammate down to P10. So both the Minardis pretty close on track together. Minardi's having a great season in both UMRL and AMRL. I believe they're leading both championships, if I'm correct, as we see Matt into the pit lane, Rondo and Strudel, and Compressor also following Matt. So Tyne, the only driver yet to pit in this race. He currently leads by just over 2 seconds to Ludwig. We have Smooth and Pablo in the battle for P3. Pablo trying to make a move. Can he go at the inside? He has a look for it. Almost pushes Smooth into the grass, but just about able to keep it on the track there. And then we see Matt, Pigeon and Phoenix not too far behind either. Fabianski think has been on that runoff more times than he's been on the actual track today. So he is enjoying that piece of track for sure. We see Kozil trying to make a move on GRS. Compressor also has a bit of a bad exit. It's going to help GRS turn defence into attack, trying to go around the outside. But Kozil sees that one well and is able to make the move on GRS up to P13 for the check-in. We've got Matt trying to go up the inside of Pablo for what is currently P3. They're still going to be side by side through this final sector. So we see Tyne makes his first stop. He's onto a set of soft tyres, so he will be making another one in this race. Oh God, in this race. As we see slight rain coming, however, I believe it is only 10% rain, so there is a high chance that could be a fake rain. But we see Ludwig currently leading by 5.6 seconds. More reason why he should not have been allowed to race in AMRL this season. So we see Pablo. Can he make a move for P2 on Matt currently? Smooth trying to catch Pablo off guard, and they've all pitted. Both Minardi's Tyne has stayed out, and there we go, fake rain. Glow's joined back. Ludwig has stayed out, so that is going to help him, and all these... Well, actually, Rondo's managed to pit for softs, so he just about caught that. But these drivers who have pitted for inters, Smooth, Matt and Pablo, it's unfortunate for them unless we see a change in the weather coming. So their battle for the podium, well, the battle for the podium has now significantly changed. It's gone from Smooth, Pablo and Matt. So Tyne is now comfortably in P2. And then we have Pigeon and Strudel in the battle for the podium, the final podium spot. We see Strudel a little bit wide there though, at the final corner. And he is now out of the slipstream range. That's unfortunate for him. We have Phoenix and Fabianski battling. Fabianski's up to P6. He's had a pretty good race so far. Can he make a move on Phoenix? Not there, he can't. We have Pablo who has stayed out on his inters. We have Fabianski yet again on the runoff. Someone needs to tell him that that is not the actual track. So yeah, Pablo is still staying out. However, I think that is a bit of a lost cause. We have Matt and Smooth who are in the battle for P2. Now 15th and 16th, looking like they might not even get a point in this race. And now same with Pablo as he comes into the pit lane. Let's go a bit further up. We've got Strudel trying to catch Pigeon on his soft tyres. Phoenix has managed to pull away from Fabianski slightly. We have Giras and Aloxian battling for P8. Bit of a mistake there from the APA driver. And Aloxian able to get through. They've got Lozzie just on the back of them now. Giras makes a bit of an aggressive move out the inside. They're going to be 3 wide coming through the final sector, and they managed to make it work. So fair play to the 3 of them. And Lozzie was able to get through. So he's now to P8. Still going to be side by side. Giras finds a bit of the grass there. Now down to P11. And we had Rondo who also pitted. Oh no, he didn't even pit. He just did a drive-through penalty. I've just realised he's only done 1 stop. So he basically just drove straight through the pit lane during that rain call. He's now down to P11. And then obviously the 3 inter drivers a bit further back. We have Ludwig has pitted for a second stop and his final stop. He is on the hard tyres. So that'll be interesting. Strudel has managed to make the move on Pigeon for what is currently P2. That's going to be P2 for long though, as they have the American behind them chasing them down. Can Pigeon make a move? Not going to look for one there. And Tyne looking decent to be fair. So he went long on those mediums. And I suspect he'll go for possibly maybe another set of softs at the end. So might be able to catch Ludwig down. I think this is going to be an interesting battle to the end if Tyne can keep up some good pace. So we see Kozil got a TP warning there, so hopefully no more of those for him. Otherwise he'll have to DNF. So we see Rondo trying to make some progress back through the field. He's got Lozzie just in front of him. Can't make the move there. Can you make the move onto the next straight? He also takes the runoff. Very ambitious move up the inside. That was never going to work. And he's lost the place to Aloxian. Strudel and Phoenix are both into the pit lane. Both for a set of medium tyres until the end of the race for them. They come out. Strudel alongside his compatriot and he's pushed him off. Up to P9 for Strudel. Kozil has lost a lot of time there. I mean, look how far ahead Strudel is now. That's unfortunate for him. and even more time there as he gets, I believe, trailer rear edged by Pablo, and he has become our second retirement in this race. Fair enough. Valid crash out, I think, there, as we see some more rain. Now this is interesting. These two drivers who have just pitted, these three now, what are they going to go on to? All three of them take inters. Pablo and now Bono in. Also for inters, they're going to be hoping for an actual rain call this time. This could be great for Tyne. If this is legit rain, he does stay out. So that means he would definitely be going for another set of softs. If we got Kozil making his way through the track. And that was another fake rain call. And Pigeon, no, Pigeon. That's so unfortunate. If he just waited another 5 more seconds, he would have been fine, and he's now pitted for inters. This is going to make a crazy result. The amount of drivers who have pitted for inters, we saw the 3 earlier on. We've now got Fabianski, Pigeon both pitted for inters, and they were higher up the order as well. We could see some very surprised drivers towards the front here. We've got Luxian and Strudel. They might even look good for a possible podium fight right now. It'd be very interesting. Luxian did get a podium in the season opener. Can he double his tally there? We got Compressor and Pigeon out the pit lane. Pigeon's still P8, so not terrible, but yeah, I'm sure he'll be a little bit disappointed with that call. We have Ludwig is actually 5 seconds clear of Tyne still. So I think Tyne might struggle to catch that one. We'll see what kind of gap he can catch though. He gets on fresh softs compared to Ludwig's older hards, so might be able to make a bit of a dent into that lead. To wait and see. We've got Strudel third, and we've got Phoenix now P4 after his poor start. Bressa fifth. Rondo, despite doing what was basically drive through penalty, and that's still in P6. So Luxian is now pitted. He's in P7. Smooths back up to P8. We've got GRS still on inters in P9. We've got Matt is now P10. So looking like he's going to get some points after all. Fabianski's now down to P11 after his intercool. And we have Lozzie now down to P12. Pablo down to 13th. Now Pigeon's now down to 15th. I don't know what's happened to Pigeon there. He's just done a 52-second lap. Didn't quite catch that one, but he has lost a lot of time. It looks like it's going to be no points for our championship leader. He led by 9 points over Ludwig going into today, so it does look like Ludwig will take the championship lead as it stands. I'm not going to sing the American national anthem today because I don't even know what it is, so that's a shame for him. You know, we have Fabianski battling with Matt for P9. Matt shows him a bit of the grass, maybe slightly ambitious there from Fabianski. Both on pretty fresh tyres though, so Matt will be pretty eager to try and pull away. This is, as we see Matt weaving, Fabianski also doing a bit of a weave behind. So hopefully they're on the same page now. But yeah, this is really the closest battle at the moment after all the rain. Actually, we've got a bit of a... We've got Lozzie and Pablo not too far away, GRS. Doesn't look like he'll be getting any points today, unfortunately for him. Because it looks like he's about to go down to P13 once Pablo overtakes him. Well, Matt's managed to pull away a bit, that's crucial for him. He's not too far from smooth now, so might be able to get into top 8. Which wouldn't be a bad recovery, all things considered. Let's head towards the front. We've got Compressors up to 5th. So I don't know where he started, but haven't mentioned him much, and he's now looking like he's going to finish in the top 5. We do have a bit of a battle for the podium here though. If Phoenix can close up slightly more, we might see a podium battle between Strudel and Phoenix. Let's keep an eye on that one. Aloxian's also closing in on Rondo, so that could be a battle for P6 as Smooth enters the pit lane with 4 laps to go. So interesting choice there, as we see Pablo and Lozzie side by side into the first corner. A bit of lag going around, but Pablo able to get ahead for now. Can Lozzie fight back? Did have a look, wasn't going to work there though, and Pablo is in front for now. Got Aloxian's not really managed to close up, same as Phoenix. Got Tyne has managed to close up really nicely actually. Managed to gain about 3 seconds. If he can keep closing, maybe we'll see a fight towards the end. Depends what Ludwig's got left in his locker, as we see Lozzie onto the grass there. Don't know whether that was a bit of a ping swipe there. And Lozzie onto the grass again. Pablo still in front. Yeah, Maserati currently 9th and 10th. Obviously, they're currently last in the constructors, so these points will be valuable for them for sure. Especially with Zipex currently 12th and 13th. They're only going to get 1 point. So Maserati might even get themselves off the bottom if it stays like this. See, Aloxian has managed to catch up to Rondo. He's now going around the outside. He's managed to make the move for now. We also have just seen this. Phoenix has also managed to go to Strudel, so we have a bit of a battle for the podium here on this final lap. Well, going on to the final lap, shall I say. Here we go, final lap of the race. Phoenix has dropped back a little bit though. Aloxian is still close. Can he make a move to the outside? Rondo able to stay ahead for now. I've got to give a bit of credit to Tyne here though. He has managed to close up very nicely. It's not going to be enough. Ludwig is going to hold on for what is going to be a second consecutive win. Ludwig wins the Spanish Grand Prix, and Tyne takes a second consecutive P2 as well. Strudel is going to come home for a P3, a podium for him. Phoenix takes P4 and Compressor. Very lovely P5 from him. It's going to be a battle to the line for these two, and it's going to be Rondo does get ahead on the timing screens. He's P6. Aloxian takes 7th. Matt manages to recover to 8th. Fabianski P9. Lozzie takes P10. And Pablo in 11th. We have the Zipex. Both drivers 12th and 13th there. GRS P14 still on the inters. And we have PIGGY. I don't know what happened to him, but P15 in the end for the championship leader. Well, should I say the former championship leader? Because Ludwig, with that win, takes the championship lead. And what about the constructors? I think that's fine. Minardi have a pretty big gap, and Phoenix also managed to get a good result. So they should be okay to hold the championship lead in the team's championship. Anyway, lovely stuff from Ludwig. Took the pole, took the win, and took the fastest lap as well. So can't ask for much more than that in terms of points. So yeah, very good race. Tyne, second consecutive P2 for him, and it will be Strudel joining them for his first podium of this AMRL season. So that was round 3. We return to Spa next week. It wasn't that long ago we were there, but we'll be back there in a week's time for the Belgian Grand Prix, round 4 of the AMRL calendar. Hope you enjoyed this race. And actually, I'm not available next week, so if anyone else is watching this, then please offer. Oh, I'm now in a UAE race. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you later.